Hello good people, we're going to be baking today one of my childhood's favorites, Prussiane. Effectively what they are slices of rolled up puff pastry, and I like to flavor it with demerara sugar and ground cinnamon. So what we need to start off is a slab of puff pastry, which can be either frozen or chilled, or you can make it yourself if you like. The first thing we're going to be doing is rolling this down to a 10mm thickness, and I like to do that using these silicone spacer rings that make the job much easier. So rather than flouring the surface with flour, we are going to be sprinkling a good amount of demerara sugar. We're going to stop the puff pastry from sticking to the worktop, and at the same time is going to be making it crusty and delicious. If you can, try to keep the shape of your dough as square as possible, because that will make your job easier later. In case you need to add more sugar at the bottom, if the dough is starting to stick to your worktop, fold the top half over the bottom half, sprinkle sugar at the back, and then do the same with the other half. You want to get it to a state where it's a rectangle of about 30 centimeters in width. We're going to be wetting ever so slightly the top surface with a little bit of water. Don't go crazy on it, you just need to make it slightly damp. So we're going to be sprinkling lots more demerara sugar over it. And after the demerara sugar, in it goes the cinnamon. And we're going to be folding it 3 times to make a single sausage that is going to be sliced next to make the Prussiane. So what you have to do that is to imagine that your sheet of pastry is divided into 6 segments, and the first step consists of folding the outermost segments towards the center of your sheet, like this. We are going to be repeating this again, so folding again the 2 outermost segments towards the center so that they meet exactly in the center, like so. And now, as a last step, we're going to be folding this in 2 so that the 2 halves join together, like as if in a book. Right, our Prussiane are shaped now. I'm going to be slicing this long sausage of puff pastry in 2 bits and wrap it in cling film. This is going to be chilled so that the butter solidifies again and makes the slicing a little easier later. Our pastry has been chilling, so it's nice and stiff. It's really important to chill the pastry before you do this, otherwise the knife will squash it entirely and you don't want that. I like the Prussiane to be nice and thick, so I usually keep the slices about 20mm in width, but if you want, you can also make them slightly thinner. Arrange them on the lined baking sheet and leave at least 7-8 centimeters between them, because they're going to be puffing up quite a lot while baking. So you want to give them the space to grow and to produce the all-important heart shape. And in the meantime, we're going to be preparing some egg wash with 1 egg yolk and 1 tablespoon of milk, and give them a gentle brush. So this is now ready to go in the oven at 180 fan for about 18 minutes. Midway through it, we're going to be turning them over to make sure that they brown and they get nice and crusty on both sides. So we are giving them a flip after 12 minutes in the oven. Now they're going to go back in the oven at the same temperature for another 6 to 8 minutes. There you go, guys. My Prussiane are ready. They smell delicious and they taste even better. You'll find the recipe in Giuseppe's Italian Bakes, and I hope you like them as much as I do.